Bitches big sauce, standing straight beam. Let me take my hoodie off.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight, the second of our 2 divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Kansas City. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. At their own 24-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here we go. Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
This one broken out. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. It leads to 2nd. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here we go. 11 empty. The 1st carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. That's a gain of 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice.
Good luck with that shit.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and goes
I don't get
up,
why it's so
they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, bring up a fresh set of downs.
I'm not mad at that, but there's ways for everyone to be on without
makes an emphasis on getting 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense, and it really tips the scales into your favor.
On 1, ready? Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
180. Can. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Can.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's in. Dennis Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 7, Dolphins nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80, Dragon 60. Jeanette. 60, Warrior 70.
Willis to throw. And he can't hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
79 Broncos. Cougar 90, 70,
Willis. On the run to the right. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
And he's going to be
game going.
well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that.
With a 6-foot guard.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now, Burrow. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. He's got it. And they're gonna take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And the Chiefs are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
11 MT.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Walker trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But
Here we go.
the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to...
That is taken in for the touchdown. Dennis Walker.
Hey, yo, y'all got Brady on the game, too?
He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Hey, Brady.
Operating from their own
Brady,
23,
wow, brother.
they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal. 18
Highlight.
First carry here for Devon Achane.
He out there.
At the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He
This
might
is
get
the
credit
party.
in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who made this play possible.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
11. Close. Stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
On 1. Ready? Gun.
RPO, they throw it to Rice. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss. but it's still stopped for no gain.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's get the
when niggas say they turn on pro style in 2K, is that just them meaning like they got their combos and dribble moves down packed to where it's realistic in real life?
It'll come out to the 35.
Like niggas be like, oh, once you turned on pro style dribbling, like you unlock something else or whatever. But I'm assuming
to throw is Willis. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have
meaning
liked.
tempo.
With that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
But it's a blessing and a curse.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
Let's go.
This is caught to the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On one, ready?
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get set.
Now, Burrow. Out to his right. That one swung out wide to Walker. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Malik Washington deep for Miami. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
Luka 19. Luka 19. 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing is Willis. Open man, downfield is Smith. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing Willis. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Willis now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go.
Throwing, Willis. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 43.
Here's Willis. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And then with a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Blocking, 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Now Willis. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4.
Dolphins 17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. Now an opening past the 30.
Ready, break. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go. Here we go. 18, 70, hot, 70, hot.
Willis now to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will go all the way. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Bradley Higgins set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What's this say? That?
On first and 10, Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
Here we go. That?
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run with Walker. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8.
Let's get set. 180. Start.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
Here we go. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Gun.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Here we go. Start.
Now, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication.
Oh, that's quick.
That swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
That's caught by the tight end Smith. And he will score. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Miami. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Start.
A first down throw for Burrow. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. H.N. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage.
I know, Todd. I know. I did some more.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there and throw on a uniform and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard.
That is
Who's caught that?
by the tight end. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's get set. 11 up. Sahad.
On 1st down, Burrow. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Sahad.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Open man downfield, it's right side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Kansas City
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
12. Gun. 11, Tom. Sahad. Right 80. Right shot. Sahad.
Burrow to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he finds some space, tackles after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Williams on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Come on. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll stay on the ground if they can. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make him play.
Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one. And now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That one into the hands of Atwell. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Ready?
down, Dolphins.
18 Cardinals. 70 Lions. Ready?
A run, and it's A-Chan. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go. Set. 19 Cougar. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Cougar. 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
To throw is Willis. Moving outside the pocket. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Let's go now. 70, 18. Knocked up. Dragon 60. Ready?
Willis to throw. That one caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
27-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Tampa 60.
On the handoff, this is A-Chan. And he'll get about